building up our legs and sharpening our shadowboxing. That way we can get ripped and fit. Warrior Body Program, day 3. Let's get into it. We're going to start off with 100 jumping jacks to warm up. Just get the body loose. As you can see, I'm wearing some sweats today. Today is going to be a little easier day. So I'm just going to wear sweats just to keep the body warm and just to really work up a good sweat, torch off that fat, all right? Right after that, we're going to get into a 5-minute squat hold. Now, for all of you martial artists, this is a squat hold, not a horse stance. Yes, I train a lot of Chinese lion dancing. I got this idea from my team. We train a lot of sitting in the horse stance. But to get stronger legs, I like to hold it in a squat stance. Your back is going to be a little arched. Your hips are going to be tucked in. This is more just to hit the legs. A lot of times, a lot of you just walk, you kind of jog. You never really get to sit on your legs. Even if you squat at the gym, you never really get to sit and hold that static position. So this will really help to build the muscles in the legs, the balance in your inner thighs, your back, your shoulders. If you hold your hands out like this one is really going to burn the legs. Right after that, we're going to get into Tabata step squats, 10 rounds. If you don't know what Tabatas are a type of circuit interval where it's going to be 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest, and you're going to do that. For me, I like to do it for 10 rounds. The original Tabata circuit is 8 rounds totaling in 4 minutes, but I was like, why not add 2 more rounds and we can just go for a straight 5 minutes. So 10 rounds, as you can see, I'm just shaking it off. Right after that, boom, squat, step, squat, step, squat, step, squat, step. After holding the squat for 5 minutes. Yes, during that 5 minutes, I had to get up. I didn't just sit there for 5 minutes straight. Dude, my legs were burning. Like, no matter how in shape you are, just to hold a squat for 5 minutes, that is extremely hard. I know some guys who can kind of hold it for a while, but just to hold a squat stance, like a regular bodybuilding squat stance for 5 minutes, that's extremely hard. It's not like a horse stance where you kind of have your knees over your toes, your back is straight. The tension is distributed all along the body. When you hold a squat stance, all the tension is just in your glutes, your legs, and just in that lower body. So holding the squat stance, then going into these step squats, really give you that dynamic range of motion. First you were holding the squat, now you're stepping and squatting. And this will really help to just ramp up that metabolism. Like I said earlier in other videos, if you are a somewhat bigger guy and you're just moving like this is going to be a lot of work, and this will really aid in just getting your body acclimated to your weight and helping you to signal your brain. Your brain's going to be like, dude, we're moving a lot. We're sitting on squats. We're stepping. We're squatting. We're shadowboxing. We're doing all these bear crawls. We're going to have to really, really drastically lose this weight very fast. This is the magic behind it. All of this movement, your brain is going to be signaled. Because you're not lifting external weight and you're moving your body twice or 10 times as much as you usually do, your brain's going to be like, dude, we really got to lose this weight. And that's the trick behind this Warrior Body Program. After that, we're going to do 10 minutes of free flow shadowboxing. Now, a lot of you have been asking me how to sharpen your shadowboxing, and this is the way I did it. You just put headphones on. You put on some really good movie, groovy music, whatever you like to listen to, and you just move. Back when I first started boxing as a kid, my dad threw me into a boxing gym when I think I was about 3rd grade. He would teach us the basics, my coach, and then I would spar, and then he would realize I had too much predictability. I was doing the combos jab, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And he was always like, Ches, you got to switch it up. So instead of doing drills, you know the basics, just try to just move around and throw it. Look in front of a mirror and just throw it. And from then on, for hours, dude, I would be at the boxing gym with my coach, with my teammates back when I was a kid, 3rd grade, 4th grade. And I would just be in front of a mirror, shadowboxing, just really just trying to mix it up. And that's where I picked it up from. So you can Google, YouTube, a lot of the basics, like jab, 1, 2, 3, jab, uppercut, hook, all the combos. But what you want to do within this 10 minutes is to just move. Like I said, listen to some music and move. Now, for my style, a lot of it is to be sharp. As you can see, I'm not really throwing hard. As a smaller guy, 5'7", back when I was fighting, I would weigh at 145. I realize even though I weigh at 145, the next day I come in, I'm about 150, 153. If the guy comes in at 160 and I hit him, he's going to be able to eat that shot. So I can't just put all my money on throwing power shots all day. Yes, I do have some power. Yes, being explosive and just training the way I do does help. But I got to be very conservative and I got to be sharp and I got to be able to set traps, set timings, hit different angles, change my levels to really take my opponent out. And that's what I do with this free flow shadowboxing. I focus more on just hitting and moving. After that 10 minutes, I rested about a minute. Then you get into another round of 10 minutes of free flow shadowboxing. This is the second round. I'm warmed up. I'm ready to go. I'm really just feeling the music. I was listening to Juvenile. For you guys who know who Juvenile is, he sang Back That Ass Up. But I wasn't listening to that song. I forget what I was listening to, but I'm just in the groove right now. And I'm just really just feeling it. And like I said, my philosophy is just to hit and move. As you can see, hit, move, hit, move. Like I said, I gotta be sharp and I gotta just change angles, change levels, really use a lot of my legs, my footwork to get out of the way. When I throw a jab, I can throw it high, throw it low, change my levels by just changing where I throw it or sitting more on my legs, angling out on my angles. And there we go. Another 10 minutes of free flow shadowboxing. It's going to be 3 10-minute rounds. I rested about a minute to 2 minutes in between each round. By now, I'm sweating. I worked up a good sweat. I was just flowing with it. As you can see, I'm just dancing. I'm really just having fun with it. I normally don't listen to music, so this time the music was really getting to me. As you can see now, I'm really just snapping it. I'm really just trying to stay loose. Whoop, snapping it. Whoop, whoop. And the thing is also, you got to learn how to visualize. You got to learn how to see the opponent in front of you, how you're going to move, how you're going to groove. I don't technically fight like this. My whole thing is just move 10 times more than what you're going to fight. So that way, when you do get in the ring or the cage and you got to be more calculated with your moves, you're not going to be moving as much. So you're not going to gas out. You're just going to be sharper with it. You're going to throw things a little faster, but you're not going to be just like bouncing around like crazy. I always believe in just doing more in training, moving more, punching more, and being more on your toes in training. That way, when you do get to the fight and you're just hanging out chilling, boom, you can just be sharp and you'll have a lot of gas in the tank. But for the shadowboxing, like I said, dude, just flow with it. Flow. There's really no techniques. It's more about visualization, all right? Now, when it comes to the diet, a lot of you are asking, it's going to be 2 to 3 meals per day, 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per body weight, skip breakfast, and only drink coffee and water. Straight carnivore. For today, I just had these beef patties. I'm going to have maybe some eggs for dinner, but that's all it is, just meat and eggs. You got to be a warrior, dude. Just suck it up and understand after these 30 days, we're going to be ripped and in shape. So that's a wrap for day 3 on the Warrior Body Program. Just always remember, all right? Train hard and be kind.